The silence in our home used to be a comfort, a shared space where words weren't always necessary. Now it's a weapon, and it's aimed right at my heart. It all started 3 months ago. A business trip, a lonely hotel bar, a charming stranger. One mistake. That's what I told myself. Just one stupid, regrettable mistake. I thought I could bury it, pretend it never happened, and go back to my life with Mark, my husband of 10 years. I was wrong. I don't know how he found out. Did a friend see me? Did I talk in my sleep? Did he just know? He never said a word. Not one accusation, not one raised voice. But everything changed. The way he looked at me, or rather, the way he looked through me, was the first sign. His eyes, once warm and full of love, became two placid, unreadable pools of water. There was no spark, no anger, just a profound and unnerving stillness. It was like looking at a stranger. At first I thought I was imagining it. Paranoia, guilt playing tricks on my mind. But then the small things started. He stopped asking about my day. He'd make dinner, setting a place for me, but eat in silence, his gaze fixed on his plate. He'd sleep on the very edge of the bed, a canyon of cold sheets between us. He was a ghost in our own home, performing the actions of a husband without any of the emotion. He was polite, almost disturbingly so. "Good morning, Sarah. Pass the salt, please. Have a good day at work." Each word was perfectly measured, perfectly devoid of feeling. It was a terrifying courtesy that felt more like a judgment. I tried to break through. I'd initiate conversations about our future, our memories, anything to get a reaction. I'd ask, "Mark, are you okay? We feel so distant lately." He'd just look at me with that calm, hollow gaze and reply, "I'm fine, Sarah. Just tired." He was never tired before. He was the most vibrant, energetic person I knew. His anger was a force of nature, a summer thunderstorm, loud and passionate, but quick to pass, leaving clean air behind. I'd seen him angry before, at work, at a bad driver, but never at me. I always knew I was his safe harbor. Now I wished for that storm. I would have given anything to have him yell, to scream, to throw a plate against the wall. At least then I'd know he still felt something. Anything. This calm. This was different. This was a deep, Arctic cold. It was the calm of a surgeon before a difficult operation, precise and detached. It was the calm of a judge about to deliver a life sentence. It felt calculated. It felt like a punishment far more severe than any shouting match could ever be. His silence was a constant, suffocating reminder of my betrayal. It screamed what he wouldn't say. "You broke this. You are not worthy of my anger. You are not worthy of my emotion. You are nothing." Last week I broke down. I couldn't take it anymore. I found him in the garage, meticulously organizing his tools, each wrench and screwdriver perfectly aligned. I started crying ugly, desperate sobs. I confessed everything, the words tumbling out of me in a torrent of guilt and shame. I told him how sorry I was, how it meant nothing, how he was the only one I ever loved. I begged him to just yell at me, to tell me he hated me. He stopped what he was doing and turned to face me. For a fleeting second, I thought I saw a flicker of something in his eyes. Pain? Hurt? But it was gone as quickly as it came, replaced by that same unnerving calm. He walked over, not to comfort me, but to hand me a tissue from a box on the workbench. His voice, when he finally spoke, was soft, almost gentle. "Why would I be angry, Sarah?" he asked, his tone even. "Anger is for people who have something left to fight for. It's an investment. You're not an investment anymore." Those words hit me harder than any physical blow. He wasn't angry because, in his eyes, there was nothing left to be angry about. Our marriage wasn't broken. It was simply over. He had already processed it, grieved it, and moved on, all while living in the same house with me. I was just a roommate now, a ghost haunting the life we once shared. The quiet was his way of erasing me, of making me irrelevant. He didn't need to shout to be heard. His silence was the loudest sound I had ever known. He then went back to his tools, his movements deliberate and steady. He picked up a polishing cloth and began to wipe down a wrench that was already gleaming. The rhythmic, repetitive motion was hypnotic and terrifying. He had already packed his bags, I realized. Not his clothes, but his heart, his hope, his love for me. They were all neatly packed away where I could never reach them again. The calm in his eyes wasn't the absence of anger. It was the presence of finality. It was the serene, chilling acceptance of an ending that I had caused, but that he was now completely in control of. And that control, that quiet, devastating power, scared me more than any anger ever could. He has a lawyer's business card on his nightstand now. He didn't hide it. It just appeared one morning, sitting there like a death sentence. I haven't touched it. I haven't asked about it. What's the point? The verdict has already been decided in the quiet courtroom of his heart. I'm just waiting for the official paperwork. I go through my days in a fog, living in the wreckage of the life I torched with my own hands. I look at him across the dinner table. This man I still love, this stranger with my husband's face, and all I see is that placid calm. It's the calm of a still lake, and I know that beneath the surface, it's miles deep and freezing cold. I know I'm the one who has to leave, but I'm paralyzed. Because leaving means accepting that it's over. And his silence, his terrifying, soul-crushing calm, tells me it has been for a very long time. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. If this story resonated with you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more content. Your support means the world. Take care.